Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Noles will boot it away to start the game. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. He wants to throw. He's got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Wants to throw. It's Sawyer. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Clemson jumps to the line. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Sawyer. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. defense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the run, it's Jamison. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
The Tigers with the first and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll put the tight end in motion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Jackson will throw. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 7, Florida State 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Here we go.
They're going to ride this running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd down, going up top. Pressure coming. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll go right back to the run.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Sawyer. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
a first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a lot of running room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's going to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Sawyer. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. They want to just keep throwing it. He makes the connection. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Play number 9 on this drive. Back to throw, it's Sawyer. They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. They'll immediately call timeout.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Clemson jumps to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads it left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun on, they hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Second down coming up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Sawyer. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Touch pass on the run. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8. It leaves them with a 4th and 2.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to play that push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. All kinds of running room. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. No room. But no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Clemson 14, Florida State 0.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And your Florida State Seminoles will take over 1st and 10.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in... If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Jackson will throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Quarterback will audible. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give and tick, 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 tick. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Tigers get enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Jamison. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him, and he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Jackson gonna throw it. Looking left. It's caught downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Quarterback now breaking the field. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. On the move at the 30. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. No matter how much college football changed